Hello there, AI warriors. Welcome to episode 4 of This Is How They Do That, the podcast that explains tech wizardry in human language. I'm your host, Quincy, and today we're diving into something that would have seemed like science fiction just a few years ago: AI video and animation generators. Remember when making a decent video required expensive equipment, specialized software, and enough time to raise a small child? Well, those days are fading faster than my motivation at a mandatory team building exercise. Today's AI tools can create videos and animations with just a few prompts, saving you countless hours of watching tutorial videos at 2x speed. We're focusing on three game changers in this space: HeyGen, Kling AI, and Hedra. So grab your popcorn and let's peek behind the digital curtain of AI video magic. First, let's decode what's actually happening when these AI tools create videos. Unlike your cousin who went to film school and won't stop talking about frame composition, these systems have learned from millions of videos how movement, transitions, and visual elements work together. It's like if you watched every movie ever made and developed an intuition for filmmaking, except the AI did it in minutes, doesn't have student loans, and produces cinema level quality at a tiny fraction of the costs. The technology combines several AI superpowers: understanding text prompts, generating images, animating those images naturally, and in some cases, creating digital humans that don't exist but look eerily real. It's like having a full production studio that lives inside your computer and works for the price of a monthly subscription. Now, let's meet our featured players. First up, Hagen, the digital human generator that's making traditional talking head videos nervous. Hagen specializes in creating realistic digital avatars that can speak any script you give them. We're talking full facial expressions, natural lip syncing, and none of that uncanny valley weirdness. Well, mostly none. The good. You can create professional looking spokesperson videos without hiring actors, booking studios, or dealing with that one person who needs 47 takes to say a two-sentence line. Hagen offers diverse avatar options in multiple languages, so your digital presenter can speak Mandarin even if you can barely order takeout in English. The quirky challenge: while impressively realistic, some subtle AI tells remain. Occasionally, the avatars make micro expressions that real humans wouldn't, like briefly looking absolutely terrified when saying, "We're excited to announce our summer sale," is like they momentarily remembered they don't actually exist. Pro tip: Hagen shines with scripts that sound conversational. Write like you're talking to a friend, not reading a legal disclaimer, and your digital human will seem much more, well, human. Next up, Kling AI, the animation simplifier that's giving Adobe sleepless nights. Kling takes static images and brings them to life with surprisingly natural movements. Picture your family photo suddenly animated with gentle head turns and subtle smiles, or your product images showing off their features without you painstakingly creating keyframes. The good: Kling makes animation accessible to non-animators. What would take hours in After Effects takes minutes in Kling, with results that don't scream, "I just learned animation yesterday." The amusing quirk: Kling occasionally gets a bit too enthusiastic with its movements. I once animated a professional headshot, and the AI decided my subject should nod so vigorously it looked like they were at a Drake and Kendrick concert. Movement settings matter, folks. Pro tip: start subtle with Kling. You can always add more movement, but toning down a portrait that's moving like it's possessed is trickier. Finally, Hedra, the 3D animation wonder that's democratizing a previously specialized skill. Hedra takes text descriptions and turns them into fully realized 3D animations. We're talking characters, environments, camera movements, the works. It's like having a Pixar team on standby, except they don't need snacks or bathroom breaks. The good: Hedra creates cinematic quality animations from scratch based on text prompts. The learning curve is surprisingly gentle for something that would have required years of specialized training before. The delightful surprise: Hedra's interpretation of prompts can lead to happy accidents that spark creativity. I once asked for, a dog exploring a magical library, and got a scene where books were flying around the cat like in Harry Potter. I hadn't specified flying books, but it looked amazing. Pro tip: Hedra excels when you give it creative freedom within constraints. Specify the important elements, but let the AI fill in details for more natural looking results. Now, some quick tips for working with any AI video generator. 1. Reference specific styles or examples. Saying like a Jordan Peele film or similar to Apple commercials gives the AI a clearer direction than vague terms like professional or cool. 2. Be patient with iterations. Your first result might look like it was created by an alien who's only heard about human videos through interplanetary radio signals. Refine your prompts and try again. 3. Check for the weird stuff. AI video generators sometimes add strange artifacts, floating objects, impossible physics, or background elements that morph into Halloween horrors if you look too closely. Always review the full video before sharing. Speaking of weird stuff, I once used an AI to create a birthday video message for a friend and didn't watch it all the way through. Apparently, the background I chose, a simple office, gradually transformed into what appeared to be an underwater scene by the end. My digital presenter was just calmly talking about birthday wishes while papers floated by and what I think was a squid swam past the window. My friend was confused but impressed by my creative direction. These tools are revolutionizing video production. Small businesses can create professional content without massive budgets. Content creators can produce more videos in less time, and people who couldn't afford traditional animation can bring their stories to life. Of course, these tools won't replace human creativity and direction, they enhance it. Think of them as superpowered assistants that handle the technical heavy lifting while you focus on the creative vision. It's less AI is taking our jobs, and more AI is doing the boring parts of our jobs. That's our tour of AI video generation. Next week, we'll explore AI music creation tools, or as I call them, how to sound like you have musical talent without those pesky years of practice. Until then, this is Quincy signing off. Keep creating, stay curious, and remember, now you know how they do that.